So peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings. Um, it's afternoon time where I'm at, but grand rising, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on the time of day that you catch this video. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I posted a video, and I really have been trying to get to this particular video because I want to discuss it. As it's been a topic over that, I want to say the last 30 days, me conversing with others, me guiding others, me teaching others on it. And I wanted to share in this video my experience with morning rituals. I've been doing morning rituals for 20 something plus years. So what I'm about to share with you, it doesn't matter where you are on your journey, whether you're a beginner and you've been doing it for 20 something plus years like myself. Whether you do morning rituals or you don't do morning rituals, hopefully you'll be able to gain some insight and some information and some useful tools that you can take away, that you can implement on your spiritual journey, right? So without further ado, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole, also known as Black Dove, and you have entered the Black Dove Sanctum. So I want to discuss the importance of morning rituals, the benefits of doing it. A few key things that I think, whether you're new to your morning ritual or you're not, that you should do every morning. And then other things that I have added on to my morning ritual, right? Because I've been doing this for so long that mine has just evolved as I've grown in my spirituality, right? Forgive me, my earbud is falling out. So, first and foremost, morning rituals should be done in a sacred space. And that sacred space will depend on your environment, your circumstances, your situation that you're in, right? Because everybody's circumstances are different. So for me, I have my own altars in my home. Not everybody has that freedom to have altars and that privacy and that space to have altars. A windowsill could be your sacred space. I have individuals who I've given guidance to where I've told them this is the space you're limited to. Buy a tray, a small tray, and create your altar on that tray. Put it in a space where you know no one's gonna mess with it, touch it, and if that includes a windowsill, then so be it. For me, I have multiple altars. Some of them have multiple layers to it. My son who's been doing his morning rituals for about 2 years now, almost about 2 years, has a small altar in his room. That's his sacred space. If you don't do any other rituals, which you should be doing other rituals, various different times depending on what the ritual is for. If you don't do any other rituals, you should be doing a morning ritual. Because morning rituals align you and attune you to your highest frequency. They also remove stagnant energy from the day before. So if any energy that you picked up, any other worldly energy that you picked up is still with you, your morning ritual will remove that. Someone's calling me. I don't know who that is. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Morning rituals also help create mental focus and clarity. So there's certain things that you can do in your morning ritual that will activate your frontal cortex, which will improve your clarity, your ability to respond and process information better, easier, right? So setting intentions, showing gratitude, meditation, prayer, which is the same as meditation. Meditation is prayer and prayer is meditation. Invocation, mantra chanting, right? These are all things that as you deep breathing exercises. These are all things as you process them, you're creating and activating your frontal cortex, your prefrontal cortex of your mind, of your brain. And it helps you respond. It creates more focus. You'll process information better. You'll process the reaction to things better when you do to this. Another thing, great thing that morning rituals bring to the table for you as an individual is emotional resilience. Because you've given this time to, you've taken the time to breathe, set intentions, invocations, be more mindful, and attune yourself to your highest frequency. When you step out into the world and other worldly energies start flooding into your space, your aura, and it starts hitting you, you'll respond to them with a more calmer demeanor. You won't be worked up and more prone to be agitated by these worldly energies, otherworldly energies. It also will create a divine connection to the universe, your spirit guides, your angel guides, and your ancestors. So this divine connection will be, you'll be able to process and hear your intuition more, being attuned to your higher frequency and having a divine connection, right? Having this connection to the divine, to the realms, to the energies that exist beyond this physical realm. And you'll trust your intuition more. It'll build up this connection where you'll trust your intuition more. You'll pay attention to more of the signs that your spirit guides are giving you, right? You'll be more open to receiving the signs from your spirit guides, the higher powers, your ancestors, God, if that's what you refer to as the higher power, whatever deities, whatever spirits, and whatever angels that are with you, right? Your whole spiritual team will be giving you signs and symbols, and you'll be able to recognize them more because you have more of a connection to the divine, right? Last but certainly not least, because you're attuned to your highest frequency, you have this mental clarity and focus, right? You're open to, you have this emotional resilience. You're more receptive to the divine and hearing and seeing the signs. You'll receive more creative downloads. So when you're feeling burnt out, like you're working on something, say you're processing and you're working on something, whether you work for yourself, for like me as a spiritual practitioner, and I create many rituals and many formulas and blends and none of them are cut and paste. When I'm in the process of working on, and I have this information that comes to me, right? It doesn't just come. It comes in. I have this idea. It comes to me. This creative idea comes to me, and then once I'm starting working on it, I don't have the blockage where, oh my goodness, I can't move further and progress on and build on whatever formula, right, that I started for a ritual, for a candle, for an oil, whatever it may be. I build on that, so it evolves into a full-on ritual with ritual mat, crystal placements, and then my graphic designs for it, right? And then ultimately the invocation for it. So I end up with a lot of the times a whole ritual quick kit because I receive spiritual downloads. And I'm so attuned, and I trust my intuition and my spirit guides that once the creativity starts flowing in, the creative juices start flowing in, the creative ideas start flowing in. I'm watching this bee, and I'm drinking my third eye chakra tea. y'all, which is a 3 ingredient blend that I make, and I drink this tea every day. It is amazing. I may post it, I may share it on another video, but I digress. But I keep seeing it because the bee keeps sitting on the tip of my cup, and I don't want it to be in my cup and then I go and drink it and that bitch sting me in my mouth. But I digress. Back to what I'm speaking on. So a few things I believe I didn't start off with doing on my morning ritual, but I have evolved into such. And your morning ritual doesn't have to be long, maybe 5 minutes. For someone who hasn't been doing it long, I say no more than 5 minutes. For someone like me, some days I do 5 minutes, some days I'm in it much longer. It depends on the day. It depends on if I've been distracted by other things prior to, or if I have other things that I need to get to, right? Now, one thing that I say everyone should do, even if it's the only thing you do as your morning ritual, is burn an incense. Burn an incense. If you don't utilize any other tools in your morning ritual, like a candle, a bell, because sometimes I use a bell. Bell is a consistent thing in my morning ritual. Sometimes I use a candle. But if you don't use like a bell or burn a candle, or you don't put an apple out, a cup of water or a cup of coffee and things like that, the one thing you should do is burn an incense. So if you are somebody who is strapped for space, a sacred space, and a windowsill is all you have, or a little table is all you have, if you have a little nightstand and you turn that into your sacred space, right, and all you can really fit on it is an incense, maybe a glass of water, and then a space for a small candle, make sure you're consistent with your incense burning. For me, I spend quite a bit of money on incense. I want to say $50 to $100 on incense every 2 weeks, because I'm doing my morning rituals. My son is doing his morning rituals, and then I burn incense different times when we're meditating and different things. Some of them are incense sticks, and then other ones are my herbal blends that you can burn for smoke blends, as smoke blends. But burn definitely the one thing that everyone should be doing, whether you're new in your journey or you've been doing this 20-something plus years like myself. You should definitely burn incense every morning. Incense clears energy, and opens up space. It attunes you to your highest frequency. It connects you to the divine. It welcomes in high frequencies and good energy, right, into your space. Some people open up windows when they're doing their morning rituals and let in fresh air. They like to burn their incense and also let in that fresh air, because it's like clearing out. It's like clearing out energy, negative energy that you don't want to hold on to, releasing energies that you don't want to hold on to in your space, within your energetic body space and within your physical home space, right? Also, setting intentions. So with setting intentions, I always start off with gratitude. Because I am truly thankful and grateful to my whole spirit team, to the universe, to my angel guides, to my spirit guides, to my ancestors. I have a huge spirit team, and they show up and they show out even when I'm not at my best. They show up and they show out, right? So I think lighting your incense and then starting off with it with gratitude, and then I set intentions, and then I'll call, I'll request, I'll set my intentions for different things, and then I ask, I go into my invocation. So it doesn't have to be a set thing. Even if all you do is show gratitude, saying that you're thankful for this, and then ask for protection, and that's all you do with burning, along with, accompanied by the burning of the incense, then that's it. So for me, the last thing I do in my morning ritual is I ring my bell 3 times, right? And I have a few people that they do that same thing, that same technique of lighting the incense and also ringing the bell. And they have said that the spirit guides and the angels and the ancestors all will be with them every single day they do it. Every single day that they do it, they're there. And they find out, because I'll say, just talk to them, just speak it to them. Even if you speak it quietly to them, they'll give you an answer. And they always say they get their answer. So your incense can be Palo Santo, frankincense, and myrrh. I say pick your incense based on how it resonates with you. For me, I use a lot of different incense. I love aromas. I love incense. I always feel that no matter what time of the day it is, even if when I have people that come here, because I have a few people that come to my home that need to recharge, that need cleansing, that need some kind of clarity, and after they left, and some of them carry very heavy toxic energy with them, I clear out my home with just a simple burning of the incense. So there's a power in burning incense, a very big power with burning incense. Mostly very much consistent with my morning ritual. I do a meditation. There are layers to my morning ritual now. So I do my lighting of my incense, calling, opening up with calling on the universe, the angels, the spirits, and the ancestors, and then my gratitude, and then setting intentions, and then closing out my intentions and my gratitude invocation, ringing my bell, and then I will do some deep breathing exercises and meditation, and just sit within that energy and that space. Like I said, for someone who's new and is new to the whole process, no more than 5 minutes. You don't have to give it more than 5 minutes until you've grown, right? But figure out what speaks to you and resonates with you. What I do, what I'm sharing, is just a basis for you, a foundation that you can build on. Find out what resonates with you. But I will say, if you don't do anything else, like light a candle, open up a window, burn the incense. Burn the incense every morning. Always burn the incense, because it will create a space for you. It will create a space for you so that you are able to move out throughout your day attuned to your highest frequency. You have that mental clarity in your focus. You have that emotional resilience. You have that connection to the divine as they're guiding you and speaking to you, and you receive those creative downloads, so that whether you're working for yourself or you're working with others or for someone else, that you're able to just have ideas and contribute and grow and ultimately manifest your soul's desires and be aligned with your soul purpose, right? This is the whole key in doing this, to create a connection and a relationship, spiritual connection, and that you'll find balance between the material, the physical realm, which is the realm we live in, we reside in, and the realms beyond the physical eye can see. The more you are aligned and attuned and you have balance between the two, the more you are going to be able to manifest your own desires, your world. You're going to be able to create your reality here and have the help and the guidance in doing so. You won't feel stuck. You won't have that stuck, depressed feeling all the time. Will you have bad days? Absolutely. But they won't be it won't be a consistent stagnant energy you're in. So, with that being said, I advise you to do some research and some reading on morning rituals. See what others do. But the one thing for sure you should be doing is burning incense. Doesn't matter if you're strapped for space. Your sacred space doesn't have to be altars like I have. Doesn't have to be high-level altars with so many things on it. It can be a windowsill. It could be a tray with a small candle, glass of water, a cup of coffee if it's which you're putting out for the spirits, the ancestors, or whatever. Incense, little incense holder, and then whatever is incense resonate with you. Jasmine, frankincense, and myrrh. I have one that's called Galaxy Stars, one that's called Galaxy, one that's called Planet, one that's called Stars, one that's called Moons. I have one that's called Moon Goddess. Like I said, I have Palo Santo, Sandalwood, Gardenia, which are basic incense, right? Honeysuckle's also another. I have so many different ones. Find a smell that resonates with. Like I have my sister who started doing her morning rituals. She only burns Palo Santo incense. It is her favorite scent. It creates an energy for her that is high frequency. It helps her resonate and connect to a higher higher self and her highest frequency. So she only sticks with that. She doesn't go outside of Palo Santo. I say find the best one that resonates with you, right? Don't go based on me. Like, I love many scents. I have many fragrances that I enjoy. And as I've evolved along my journey, and depending on the angels and the spirits and what they lead me, because sometimes I'll go to light an incense, no lie, and there's no wind around like there is now, and that incense, that match would be blown out because spirit doesn't want me to use that one, right? I have one that's called Indian Temple. You can buy, you don't even have to go, like, if you know, say you know frankincense and myrrh is your favorite incense, right? It's a scent that resonates with you. When you smell it, it's invigorating and it uplifts you. If that's the scent, if that scent is doing that to you, then that is a scent that highly resonates with you and is uplifting your frequency, helping you attune to a higher frequency. That's what you want. You don't have to spend $50 to $100 like I do. Like I said, I have incense for many different reasons. I go to people's homes, I do cleansings, I do blessings, I cleanse auras. There's like 5 bees hovering around my tea, my third eye tea. And there's no sugar in it at all. But there's different herbs, like there's Egyptian blue lotus in it. So they're just hovering around my tea, and I'm ready to drink my tea, and I don't want to be stung by a bee while I drink my tea. So, find what resonates with you. But if you don't do anything else as a morning ritual, burn incense, set intentions, show gratitude, and as you do it, write and see the differences from when you journal, write down the differences in how you feel, in the experiences that you're having, and also in the messages that you receive. Because the more you do it, the more consistent you are, the more you connect into your highest frequency, to divine, you're going to receive and understand the messages and notice the messages more, right? I'm gonna get out of here because I have some things that I have to go take care of, but I hope you guys found this video and the information very helpful. If you did, subscribe to the channel, hit like, share this video, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload more content. But until next time, as I always say, be good to yourself and each other. Peace, y'all. See y'all next time. Love you. Bye.